Alright, so basically we can take a second derivative and the third derivative, even the fourth, 100, 101. However, the nth derivative is, the way we use the notation is by adding another prime there. So if you have two prime like this means the second derivative. Okay? Alright, so let's look at an example. So we have x cosine x, find this means the second derivative. Okay, so if you want to find the first derivative, well, remember that this is using product rule, right? So we have derivative of x is 1 times just cosine x plus x times derivative of cosine x, which is sine x, negative sine x. Alright, so that's the first derivative. And we can just simplify it, so then this becomes cosine x minus x times sine x. Okay? If we want to take the second derivative, we can find the derivative of cosine, because this is separated by negative. So derivative of cosine is negative sine x. And because it's negative, right? Put just a negative in front. And then we're going to use the chain rule again. So derivative of x is 1 times derivative just sine x, not the derivative of sine x. So, and then times x times derivative of sine x, which is cosine x. Okay, so if we simplify, now we have negative sine x minus sine x, and this becomes negative x cosine x, because we have 2 of the sine x. So if we simplify even further, we have negative 2 of the sine x minus x cosine x. And here we go. Let's look at another example here. Example 2. We want to find the fourth derivative. So another way to write the fourth, it's not like using prime, it's using the number, parentheses. So if we have 1 over x, that's the same as x to the power of negative 1. If we want to find the first derivative, we just use the power rule. Again, the negative 1 goes to the front, and this becomes x to the power of negative 2. Right, which is the same as negative x to the power of negative 2. If we want to find the second derivative, then we're going to multiply the negative with negative 2 times x to the power of negative 3, so it becomes positive 2 x to the power of negative 3. If we want to find the derivative of the third derivative, we're going to multiply 2 times negative 3, because the power was negative 3, of x, and the negative, well, this decreased by 1, so now we have negative 6 x to the power of negative 4. And the last derivative, f, the fourth derivative, multiply negative 6 times negative 4, and the degree decreased by 1, and we got positive 24 x to the power of negative 5. Here you go.